As he left America to travel to the Caribbean, the birthplace of his parents, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan arrived back in Jamaica since his last trip here in 2006. Minister Farrakhan began his first full day in Jamaica very early in the morning with a visit to TV Jamaica to appear on the local morning show entitled Smile Jamaica. The magazine format show is seen all over the island and features local talent and discussions with all segments of the Jamaican community. The show host covered many topics, including a question of why he joined the Nation of Islam.
Well, you know, as a child from West Indian parents, the Church of England was the church of my mother, so I was in the Episcopal Church. And I loved my church, and I was always concerned about the suffering of black people in America, particularly in the South, and black people suffering throughout the world. And as I grew, I questioned my Sunday school teachers about if God sent somebody to deliver the children of Israel, to deliver the Hebrews in Babylon and all of these suffering people, why has not God sent somebody to deliver us? No answer. And so in my dear Episcopal Church, which I sometimes go back to now, and they allow me to preach, and I thought, well, maybe they are not as conscious of the suffering of black people as I would be comfortable. So my uncle, who was from St. Kitts, he showed me a picture of the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey. But I didn't know that Mr. Garvey was dead. I was, I think, 11 years old. But when he told me that Mr. Garvey had come to unite black people, I wanted to meet Mr. Garvey and follow him. And when my uncle told me that Mr. Garvey was dead, the tears rolled from my eyes, and it was later that I heard Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X. And when I heard them, I didn't really want to change my religion as such, but they were so conscious of the suffering of black people that I decided to become a Muslim.
As an observer of the production, I couldn't help but notice the station crew doing their work, but listening intently to the words spoken by Minister Farrakhan as he shed light in clear language of what the Nation of Islam believes.
We believe that Allah is God, and we believe in all of the prophets and the scriptures which they brought. We believe in Prophet Muhammad as the last of the prophets, but we also believe that God, in the person of Farad Muhammad, whom we see as the great Mahdi that was expected by the Muslim world, has visited us and raised from among us a black man, Elijah Muhammad, as his messenger. And as the Quran teaches, God has sent a messenger to every nation. And we are over 40 million in America in the worst condition of black people, period. So we believe that God has given us a messenger to reform us, to guide us, to bring us back to that great position that we once held.
Because of the close proximity of Jamaica to America and the fact that America elected its first black president, the subject of President Barack Obama, of course, was raised. Minister Farrakhan says it as he sees it.
One of the most beautiful human beings that I have seen is Barack Obama. The way he campaigned was magnificent. However, the moment he got into office, he brought Goldman Sachs people, Timothy Geithner, Larry Summers, all of that crowd to guide him economically because he is a constitutional lawyer, not an economist. And now they're beating the heck out of him because of the bailout that never bailed out the people that need it most. And because of him, there are drones attacking in Yemen, in Somalia, in Pakistan, and now the Israelis or the Zionists are moving him to get America to attack Iran.
Jamaica is an island nation that is strongly involved in the international arena, so it wasn't surprising when Libya and the world's international arena came up. This is how Minister Farrakhan addressed it.
Did you know that Gaddafi was building Libya and it had no debt? Now think about you about to have an election. You want to elect somebody who can help you manage the debt. Libya had no debt. How could he be an illegitimate leader while Barack Obama is legitimate?
No debt.
Now look at this.
Full literacy. Free health.
86% of the people in Libya were learned. He had students all over the world studying, and Libya paid for their education. Free medical, free education. Everybody had a place to live free. They had cars, and out of the oil money into the Libyan bank account of the people of Libya came a stipend every year. They had 146 tons of gold, and he was tying gold to the Libyan dinar. So everything in the world, when you buy oil, you have to buy it with a US dollar. But if he could influence the other Arab oil states to tie their currency to gold and buy, then they would kill the dollar. So he became a serious threat.
The atmosphere in the studio was very relaxed, and one could tell the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was right at home in his West Indian roots. His love and natural Caribbean flavor came out in his conversation.
What about your music? You're still playing the violin.
See, you bring a smile to my face. Well, you know, music is my first love. And I was a violinist as a young boy.
You're also the charmer.
And then I became a calypsonian. And to be very honest, you know, that love never left me. So I'm, God willing, I have just finished an album. On the album, I have rap, I have gospel, I have some of the greatest musicians in the world performing with me. We have Snoop Dogg, we have Shaka Khan, we have, oh, it's true, just wonderful artists.
On this album?
On this album. And so the last, I hope, is the Damian Marley. I wrote a calypso years ago called Let Us Unite. And I have to change the lyrics because in one part of the lyric I said, they're uniting in Ghana, Guinea, Mali, and Nigeria, all over Africa. The people are getting together. Well, that ain't so now. So I got to change it.
Great to see you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank you very much
for the honor. Jamaica, I'm happy to be home. Please, I pray that God will take the frown off of your face and let you live with a smile, because Jamaica absolutely will be free.
Traveling with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, this is Adiman Muhammad reporting from Kingston, Jamaica.